never sound aggressive. Make it sound soft, positive, more likable. You made it feel like this is opportunity.
Do you think that negotiation is just about talking? Well, think again. It can be a battlefield. That's why we're going to talk about some strategies today, and we have our brilliant business lawyer here today.
Hello.
Who's going to reveal the secrets we need to know so we can negotiate like pros. So,
let's go.
Yes, and we're going to show you how to do it, but also what not to do, and give you concrete examples on certain situations.
Yeah, so you really know how to make use of all of these principles that lawyers and other negotiation experts talk about.
Yes. So, let's start. Buckle up, grab your coffee, because now we're going. Let's start with the first one, which is anchor and anchor hard.
Yeah, so we all heard about it, right? Anchoring. Throw out the first number and make it really high or really low, because we all know that our brains have even if we know that the other person is anchoring, we have such a hard time kind of not getting stuck, like relating to that number as some kind of measuring stick when we continue the negotiation, right?
Yeah.
But there is a really bad way of anchoring and a really good way. So let's give an example of a bad anchoring.
Yes. So the situation is
that you're trying to fundraise.
Yep.
Yeah, and you're trying to get a high valuation for your company, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really believe in our product and our team, and hopefully you will do that too. So maybe the valuation could be around 20 million US dollars. How about that?
And this is way off. This is a newly started company. It has no revenue, it has no proper customer base, etc. So this was a bad anchoring.
Yeah.
First of all, she went overboard. Don't go overboard too extreme with the number. That will only work to decrease your credibility instead. So it won't have an anchoring effect. Actually, it will lead to others thinking that you do not know what you're talking about. And then use the around the number, just throwing something out there without backing it up with any logic or data. So it sounded like you took a chance. We really believe in this and we hope you do too. Yeah. Right? Instead, when you can, use exact numbers, because research shows that we find that more believable. Because that sounds like you really have calculated proper. You have a foundation for what you're saying, right?
Yeah, I'll be doing my work.
Yeah. And justify it with logic or data. Because also research find that when you use the word because and you justify something, we buy into it. Even if that because is by my valuation, because it's my valuation.
Yeah.
It's still, you use the because and you use the logic. So that makes it more credible. So let's try a good example.
Yes. We are valuing our company at 10 million US dollars based on 2.5x on our ARR and comparable exits in the market.
I would buy that. I would be anchored.
You would?
I would.
Well, that's great.
So let's move on.
Let's move on to number 2, which is command the room. And what do you mean by that?
Often, we all hear about body language, tonality, etc. We're so focused when we go into that negotiation that still we think about what to say, not how to say it. So let's start with a bad example. So we're not just going to be general. We're going to really show you how to do it. Bad example, please.
So I really believe in this company, and it's new and people really like what we're doing. So yeah, this is going to be real big.
Okay.
Wasn't it good?
We can do better.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
First of all, don't use a high pitch. Don't speak too fast. don't use too many filler words. Don't use the question inflection, which is what Ida did when she ends the sentence, the statement, with an upward tone.
Yeah.
Because then it sounds like you seek validation. Because all of these types of tonalities will lead to you sounding less confident, less trustworthy, less competent, less attractive in negotiations, and less convincing. So instead, we want you to speak at your lowest pitch.
Okay.
Natural. We don't want you faking. No Elizabeth Holmes here. It's completely okay. Whatever is the lowest on your natural range. We want you to speak slower, because that also shows that you command the room. You have something to say and you believe in it. And we want you to use pauses. And we want you to use a downwards inflection at the end of the sentence. Because research again shows that triggers my brain to believe that this is the real deal. I need to pay attention. I believe her. She knows what she's talking about.
Okay.
So try it again.
We built a product people are already using, and now we are scaling. This is a really smart investment because the risk is low and the upside is high. Was it better?
Much better. And something else that Ida did that's really good is that she varied her voice also. She had a low pitch, but with variety. So really good.
I felt more secure in that state.
Yeah.
Good.
And I think when we're on, I'm going to throw so many extras in here. When we're on Command the Room, of course, we also have to talk about the position. Have you ever thought about the word pushover? Why do people say that?
Yeah, I thought about it.
Try standing with your legs together, tight. Like, make yourself a bit small, hunch your shoulders, look down. Now, you have such a poor balance. What if I pushover? So my brain will read you and think pushover. But if you stand like you did, with your legs shoulder width apart, open body language, roll your shoulders back, because actually the space between your ears and your shoulders is really important.
Yes.
So roll it back, relax, soft gaze, not too cocky.
No.
Just soft, natural. Try to relax. Deep breath. Don't speak on your in-breath, because then you start. Instead, breathe and speak on your out-breath. And if you have your arms in symmetric, melodical gestures, my brain will not perceive you as nervous, erratic, or a threat. You expose yourself and I can read you. You're balanced. You command the room.
That's how you do it.
Yes.
Well, that takes us to number 3, which is very exciting, is master the power of silence.
So, I mean, you guessed it. How's the wrong way of doing it? I'm going to do a scenario where you give a tough ask, valuation again, trying to get a high valuation in fundraising. And then when I respond, we're going to see how to do it and how not to do it. So, let's give it a try.
I want $8 million US.
That's too high.
No, I mean, maybe we can work something out. 7 million, it's okay. Or maybe something lower. Whatever works for you.
And I think you guys can hear it, right?
Ugh.
There was no silence at all.
No, I almost gave the company away.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Then you came across as you didn't even buy the 8 million yourself, really, right?
No, I did not.
You just jumped in the second I said no.
And I felt desperate.
Yeah, you sounded desperate.
Yeah.
I felt like I got her. I can push her down to 4 or 3 easily. So let's try it again with the power of silence.
The company is priced at $8 million US.
No, that's too high. Well, I mean, I can hear you. I understand your perspective. I do. I mean, let me bring it back to my analytics. I mean, because 80 is high, but I understand your position. So let me get back to you on that one.
Yeah, thank you. 8 million, guys. Did you hear that?
She did not step back from her position, and she did not antagonize me by pushing it on me so I became defensive. Instead, that silence made me feel the need to fill it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I was negotiating against myself, and I was confirming instead. Amazing.
And I did not get a no.
No, you turned a no to a maybe.
Yes.
You opened the door and you impressed me.
Yes. Because that's the thing about silent. It feels like an hour,
Yeah.
but it's actually a few seconds.
And another secret with getting comfortable with silence, you know what that is?
No.
You come across as a much better listener. Because if you, the second I stop talking, you jump in, it feels like you were just waiting for your turn. You were just in your mind preparing what you wanted to say. But if you stand silent, I feel like you're paying attention. You're waiting and seeing, and you're letting me process. So you also become more likable.
Yes, we like people who listen to us.
Indeed, for sure.
Wow, I mean, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
So that takes us to secret number 4, which is frame to win. And what do you mean by that?
This is really a lawyer
Yes.
favorite.
Yeah, I can
what we
tell.
always do, courtroom or otherwise, or just discussing what to have to dinner, right? But people don't buy the best deal. They don't. They buy the best framed deal.
Mm-hmm.
So forget about logics and data. And we're going to show you what we mean, because we're not going to be general. We're really going to help you out. Let's go for a bad example. We're talking about you offering me sweat equity in your company. That is, as an advisor, I get a small portion in a startup that can't pay me money, but I'll help you as a lawyer and as experience with my experience of building companies instead for equity, high risk equity.
Well, I cannot give you 2% of the company, and I already promised sweat equity to others. I will not lose control of the company.
That's bad framing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you should not argue from your perspective. And you should not make whatever you're offering sound small. Don't apologize for it.
No.
Instead, argue from my perspective, from the person you're offering.
Okay.
What are you giving them? And never ever make it sound small if you don't have to. Don't start with an apology. Then you'll frame it in their head like they're doing you a favor. So let's try with a good example instead.
So if I say like this instead, you'll own a piece of every success that our company has. And I mean, 2% of something huge can be yours on our hockey stick value growth.
I want those 2%.
Are you
Love
in?
it. Perfect.
Yes.
You made it sound positive. You talked from my perspective. You made it feel like this is opportunity. Let's go.
Yes, and the distances are much smaller between us.
Yeah. So
We got a deal here.
Exactly the same 2% offering. Only the framing was perfect.
Great. That's brilliant. So that takes us to number 5, which is create FOMO. But what do you mean by FOMO? I mean, we know it's fear of missing out.
Indeed. It's so effective. Fear of missing out. Create that perspective, that feeling that if you don't jump on right now, everybody's on and you'll miss out. Because people are, as we know, more loss averse than they are opportunity triggered. So the feeling that I might miss out on something good is actually perfect way, and we're all like crowd.
Yeah.
We're hurdle mammals, right?
Yeah, we are, definitely.
We are. So let's try a bad, because FOMO, good, but if you do it wrong, horrible. disastrous consequences. So hear us out here. Bring a pen and paper. Good and bad example. Bad one, please.
So we are closing the round in 48 hours, and we already have other investors. So if I don't hear anything from you, we're going to move on.
Bad, bad, bad. First of all, do not make it feel aggressive. Do not make it feel artificial. Do not make it feel like an ultimatum. Because, I mean, an investor in most deals you're in, people can walk away. And this will not create trust between us.
No, it felt like a threat.
Yeah, exactly. So be very, very mindful about your tone and about creating that stressful. I mean, when I heard that, what it triggered in my brain was, why such a hurry? Are they bluffing? Or are they desperate? Right? But if you instead try to make it sound like a soft timeline, you try to flatter the other party in some way, and you try to create that suggestive feeling that you have. I mean, almost like it's coincidental that you tell me that so many others are calling you or that are so interested. So you make it sound positive. And remember that thing we talked about the tonality and tone of voice. Never sound aggressive. Make it sound soft, positive, and almost like you're confiding in me.
Okay.
So try again.
Let's try something else.
Yeah.
So we already have interest from a lot of investors, and we are trying to allocate by next week just to keep the momentum going. And we're laser focused on onboarding the right partners. And you've been on our list for a long time. So let me know if I should carve out some room for you.
Really good.
Was that better?
Yeah. Just try to sound relaxed.
Yeah.
And really like you're confiding in the other person. And you're talking about your situation.
Yeah.
And you're trying to find a common ground. How can we work this out? Because you flattered me, right? I'm on top of the list, right?
Yes, and I felt like I was the one giving the opportunity to them.
Yeah, but not threatening, not stressing. You're just telling them how damn attractive you are.
Yeah.
Good one.
That's amazing. Thank you. That takes us to number 6, which is the concession dance.
The concession dance.
What do you mean by that? It's not about dancing, but maybe intellectually.
Yeah, so us lawyers, we train in negotiations. And this is something you really can tell a trained negotiator from one who's not. Because every concession, that is, you give something, you take a step back, you give them something that they want. It can be you reduce the price, you offer a shorter delivery time, you offer more of something, better quality, whatever it is your concession concerns. Because you're trying to find an agreement, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So, trade. Don't give them all away without asking something in return. Because if you just give all of them away, then you have nothing left. And when I start to give, I want something in return. And suddenly, you're backpedaling. So you have to give more and more and more away. So let's try a bad example where you just give everything.
Yes. And the situation is?
Well, this time we can go for a business agreement where I want fast delivery.
Fast delivery?
Yes. Okay. I want it now.
Well, we can move faster and I can give you 10% discount, of course. Oh, it's not enough? Well, I have it done by Monday and you have 20% off. How about that?
Sound desperate?
Oh, yes.
Yes. You just gave it all because in your mind,
yes,
you had your walkaway. Like I could come down to 20%, and I could if I push some other things aside, I could have it by Monday. And you just spew it all out.
Oh, damn it!
So instead, step by step, and make it clear that you're giving a concession, and ask for something in return. So be a bit dramatic about it. Make a number of it. Try again.
Okay, so if I say like this, well, we can do that if we get a 10% increase on volume.
Well, sure. That's fine.
Is
if I
better?
have it on time, I'm good.
Wow. We have a deal.
Win. So I got what I wanted. You got what you wanted. and you sounded so much more confident, and I'm so much more impressed, more likely to come for you with other opportunities.
That's great. It felt much better.
Yeah.
Pro tip.
Pro tip.
And that takes us to number 7, which is dare to have principles.
Also something that you might not hear that much, but that skilled negotiators and lawyers use frequently and very effectively, is that yes, you should seek a collaborative discussion.
Yeah.
Of course. But that can actually include you being very transparent when you have a line in the sand. Do not use ultimatums or threats or bluffing or sound aggressive by it. But if you really have principles where you will not cross the line, if you communicate them early on and clearly, that's actually, people are inclined to stick with you. They're impressed, they will buy it, and they will buy more from you. So let's try a bad example.
Well, what is the situation?
Okay, so this time I'm buying your company.
Yeah.
And I want you to give a personal guarantee about the warranties, so everything has been done correctly according to the warranties in the share purchase agreement.
Well, I'm not really comfortable with that, but I mean, if it's a deal breaker, maybe I can do it, but I don't know really.
So here, this is very typical for unexperienced negotiators. They have a principle that they cannot cross, but they cannot communicate it. They start apologizing, they start backpedaling. And in worst case, people feel that you have strung them along. Because perhaps they could work around it, or perhaps it is a deal breaker. Perhaps you cannot see eye to eye. Then why wait 3 months along an M&A process to find that out, right?
Brilliant.
So instead, and again, remember how it's said, no aggressive tone, no apologies, clear, confident, calm, low tone. Try again.
We never give personal guarantees. That's firm policy.
How am I going to negotiate that away?
You cannot do it.
I bought it straight away. I mean, it's firm policy, which of course is a 8. Good strategy. Using external an external rule book, we can call it, that you cannot budge. And in my case, sorry, that's my instructions for my client.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Just be clear about it.
Yeah. And you will be surprised how often it works. But, stay away from overusing it and stay away from bluffing. So you come crawling back, like somebody who puts an ultimatum about quitting their job every week.
Oh, that person.
That person. Don't be that person.
Don't be that person.
You will not get what you want, and you will not get others' respect.
No one takes you seriously.
No, and you will not get a pay raise.
Definitely no.
No.
So thank you for that.
Thank you.
We walked through anchoring, command the room. We talked about the power of silence, and we talked about frame to win.
Yeah.
And we also talked about the concession then and dare to have principles.
And FOMO.
And the FOMO, of course, fear of missing out.
And we'll do more of these. And we're going to do really like aggressive tactics, like old school, that do work. And how to handle it if you're subject to them.
Yeah.
We're going to do so many fun episodes.
Yes, you're going to see a lot of this here on our channel.
Yeah.
So be that person in the negotiation room that is self-secure, smart, and know exactly what you are talking about. That's why we're doing this masterclass.
Indeed.
With our brilliant business lawyer. And remember, this is not legal advice. It's knowledge sharing as always. So that's it for today. Rock on, and I'll see you next time.
Hej då!
Hej då!